it's abstract. In this video, we'll start with the basics and create a few simple behaviors. To bring up the custom logic graph, you can select any asset and click on the plus sign in the custom logic menu. This is where we'll start building our behavior graphs. Simple graphs are generally built like this. When a condition happens, then trigger an action. These are all called nodes, and the graph runs from the execute node in sequence all the way to the bottom. On the left, you'll see the node list that contains different node categories, but for now we'll focus on the action and condition nodes because we can already start building behaviors just with them. You can hover over nodes to see what each of them does, but let's start with a simple example to understand the workflow. Let's imagine we want our character to take damage when he gets close to the toxic fume. So let's add the custom logic and find the right nodes for this behavior. First, we need the condition, which is when the character is in proximity to the toxic fume. So let's click to add it. And the action we need is to deal damage to character. So we'll add this one as well. We'll place them under the execute node and we can connect them by click and dragging the arrows in between. So this graph now reads, when target is closer than distance to an object, then target takes damage. We'll talk about the specific toggles a bit later. These are called variables and we need to specify what they are. The target in this case is going to be our main character. So click on this link button and select new game object. You can see this pops up in the variables list here and we can rename it to main character. So when the main character is closer than, let's say, a distance of 3 to the object, which in our case is the toxic fume, so we'll create a new game object and call it toxic fume, then our main character takes, let's say, 5 damage. We'll also toggle the repeat to on because we want the graph to keep running so that the character continues to take damage when he's close to the fume. Finally, we can exit this menu and now we have to assign all the variables that we specified to our game object.
الجيمنج بلاتفورم ركزوا معايا اكتر بس منصات الالعاب معظم منصات الالعاب تتطلب تعلمك للاكواد كودينج عشان اقدر هي زي ما حضراتكم شايفين كده اللي هي اكبر منه اصغر من ديت ان انا اقدر ان انا استخدم لغه من لغات البرمجه الكوديه زي مين يا دكتور وسام زي جافا سكريبت زي سي بلس زي بايثون على سبيل المثال وغيره. حلو كده؟ طيب مش عايز استخدم ده زي ما انا قلت لكم ستراكت واحده من اجمل المنصات اللي هي نو كودينج ما فيهاش اكواد واللي هي بتعلمك هاو تو موديفاي يور جيم.